Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Now guys, let's take a look at the cryptocurrencies. So in general, market shows the consolidation on a lower time frame, moving nowhere from the top that has been reached. Within the couple of weeks, we have talked about this rally and we said that it has pure specific reasons for Bitcoin, some news that have been triggered this rally, but in general fundamentals for Bitcoin stands weak, and that's why we treat this action not as reliable, and we think that this rally might be used for taking the short position. Besides, currently we see that the regulatory risks are growing very fast, and if in previous years everybody talked about this, that regulation might become the barrier, regulation could bring some chilling of the market, but currently it's becoming the real pressure, and we now are preparing the monthly fundamental report on the Bitcoin, and definitely will show you what particular moments exist right now in regulation sphere, so you will be really surprised how the regulation currently prevent the normal pricing on the Bitcoin market. That's why we think that the regulation might become one of the major driving factors in a row with the other major factors as overall economical factors, the Fed policy, inflation, and so on. But regulation currently is becoming really the cornerstone of the performance, and even in this year, somewhere close to the summer, that might become vital. Meantime, so on a monthly chart, we do not have any big shifts by far. So February stands relatively small, and market mostly stands without any significant breakout, so it's still coming to the major resistance. It hasn't reached it yet. On the weekly chart, you could see that market shows tight consolidation near the top of the previous week. So that was a reversal week, and market stands in a tight consolidation around it. So you could see that how market responds to the appearing of this neckline, and that is good for us. It tells us that this pattern indeed might be formed, and that could indicate the significant resistance, the selling pressure from the bears around this area, and which is actually stands in a row with the idea of possible forming on the right arm here. Here's we could call it as some kind of the tweezer top or something of that sort. You could get even more vision of this if you take a look on the daily chart. On the daily, you could see what is a churning action stands around the top. So lots of consolidation, markets showing great volatility around the top, testing and trying to break up the 25 area, but currently unsuccessful by far. But in general, with the scenario that we discussed previously, everything remains the same. So we said that we are not really very interested in particularly trying to catch the Bitcoin right on top to take the short position. We talked about the possible patterns. This market could move slightly higher to the 2620, 2640 area, where we suggested possible taking the short position. But if even this will not happen and market starts downward direction to the downside, it will not become the strategy. So just take a look at what we have on the follow time chart. This is our major short-term scenario. So here is our head and shoulders. And as I said, if we will get this upward spike to the 2630 on average, that's great. So here we will get some another minor head and shoulders that we'll be able to use, or maybe it will be just a butterfly that we have considered on the hourly chart. I will show you again a bit later. That's great. We use this pattern for possible taking the short position. If we will not get any upward action, no problem. With this downward action and then forming on the right arm, we consider taking the short position a bit later. So that's what we have currently. Speaking on this performance, our butterfly that we have discussed last time is still valid, but last time we thought that it will be this shape. This will be second low of the butterfly. Now, as you can see, market is going a bit lower and has formed more gradual, more reliable shape of the pattern, but still the same butterfly is still valid. currently we do not need to do something. We just need to wait and see what will happen. If you're a scalp trader, if you would like to take the long position on the Bitcoin market, you could try to do this, because you can see that your stop order will be below the 8 points. This is relatively close. It's not really big risk. On some pullback, on some retracement here, probably you could consider this trading setup. In general, those of you who trade on the daily chart, on the 4 time frame chart, you should do nothing, just wait for the market to complete this butterfly. Then we consider ability to take the short position either on this top, or if later the hand and shoulders will be formed here, we'll try and take the short position on the shoulder. And even later, if we will be correct with this shape, we have third chance to take the short position based on the right arm. That theoretically, this pattern should trigger downside action somewhere to the 20, even to the 90 even, and that should lead us to the right arm bottom on the weekly pattern. So that's our strategy in the nearest time. You could choose what you like more. If you're a scalp trader, you could trade minor patterns. If you're daily trader, you could wait for vital points that we have just discussed. And as you can see, lots of flexibility right now for trading on the Bitcoin market.